I'm trying to keep myself on a thrifting schedule, and today I have all of my in-town thrift stores scheduled for the day. At this thrift store, the beauty aisle is always my very first stop, and this is the very first item I find, and I picked this one up. Before today, I had never heard of that brand, so that's why I decided to look it up. This Bath & Body Works product ended up being a pass. So did this shampoo and this magnetic face mask. Usually what I do is look up any products that I've never seen before or any brands that I have never seen before, and anything that looks like the packaging is a little bit older or it could possibly be discontinued. A lot of these products will have a manufacturer date on the packaging. This area is usually not this messy. It's usually a lot easier to go through, so I definitely had to dig today, and I end up passing up a couple products, but I go through this twice, and the second time around I end up finding a couple more items. The only reason I decided to look up this hand soap sampler was because somebody had written $19.99 on the package right there on the back corner. So I figured if somebody was trying to sell this for $20, it must be worth something. So this won't be a very large profit, but it should sell pretty quickly. So out of all of this, the first time around, these are the products that I'm going to look up, and then there are two sitting in the background that I can see right now that I end up grabbing as well. I'm not too sure how I missed this when I walked up to this section, but there is this pack of Anastasia Beverly Hills lip glosses sitting right here for $3.99. I go ahead and pick those up. If they don't sell, I will probably just keep these. And how about that Garnier Root Lift selling for $42? That is obviously discontinued. Now I'm moving on to the Halloween section, and there is so much to look at. I don't find anything the first time around, and I go look at the kitchen stuff, and right away this mug catches my eye, and it ends up being Starbucks. It's priced at $4. I go ahead and pick this up. It's in great condition, and I should be able to sell it for around $30. And about 2 feet away from that, I find this vintage Jello Easter egg mold, and so this is an entire set, which would sell right now for about $15. During Easter, they sell for a lot more, but I have so many of these, I plan to lot them together and ask around $70 for them. I've been selling these molds for a few years now, and I've noticed that whenever I can lot more than 3 of these together, they usually sell a lot faster. So I have about 4 listings right now that I need to take down and then take new pictures and get one listing up with everything in that one listing. And again, I'll probably ask around $70, possibly more, because I have about 4 that are brand new. Next to discontinued beauty and cleaning supplies, small kitchen appliances are my next favorite item to sell. I'm always looking for toasters and coffee makers to resell. I will have a small kitchen appliance Bolo list available on my Patreon and available in my Etsy store this Friday at 6 p.m. I'll link both of those in the description of this video. Okay guys, I'm going to take a chance on this one. I just looked on eBay. I didn't see any that have sold. This one is brand new, but yet when I do a Google image search, it pops up one that sold for $35. I don't remember if it was new or used. I'll pop it up on the screen. I'm getting this for my daughters for their bathroom. So this is everything so far. This is actually a really good haul. The store is packed. All the shelves are full. I feel like I should come back later tonight or tomorrow because there's no way I looked at everything. Okay, I think this is Jemmy. It doesn't say on the adapter. They want $12.99. It just says made in China. Okay, so with that one sold on Etsy for $65, I'm definitely going to pick that up even for $12.99, which is really high for my store. But like I said in my last video, their Halloween stuff, they usually mark it up pretty high because they know they can get the price for it. But I think this is it. I think I'm gonna go home because I'm gonna get my video out late. That is coming out on Tuesday. And then I ended up paying $62 for everything, and those Kirkland pumpkins will pay for all of it. Okay, I'm gonna check this out. This is a shower bomb. Menthol and eucalyptus. We'll see if that is worth anything. Oh, we got a blue eyeliner by LA Colors. Oh, it has a website on it, so this one's probably not vintage, but I will look it up to see if it's discontinued. And then we have a purple eyeliner. This one looks vintage. I don't see a date, but I'll definitely look that one up as well. Let's see, there's one more eyeliner in here. I'm gonna say no on this one. This one is a LA Colors as well. I guess I'll look it up just to see if it's discontinued. I really don't see too much in that one. Nancy Tattoos, Fancy Nancy. I feel like maybe that was a book. I don't know. I think I've read that book to my girls before. Okay, they do have some perfumes up in the showcase. I will show you guys a screenshot of those. I didn't record. I don't think any of them are worth anything. When I don't know the name of a perfume, I usually take a picture and use Google Lens to help me out. It's a Seth Thomas clock. They want $40 for it. So I sold some, I don't really want to say it's paper. I think it's for like the old overhead projectors. Like the translucent paper, I think is what they called it. I'll throw up a screenshot, but I found that here I want to say it only took like a week to sell, so I found it a couple weeks ago. So that's why I look through this stuff. I'm always looking for anything that looks older that could possibly be discontinued. Franklin Covey is another one that I look for. And that would be like this stuff, but usually it'll be in leather. And then there's another brand, I believe, something about like Daily Planner. I don't know. I'll throw up a screenshot of that one too. It's a nice swing line. That's a really nice stapler. I like the color too. For 49 cents. Oh shoot, I forgot I had to look this stuff up. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that stuff up. Now, I wasn't too sure what this was at first. I thought maybe it could be a toner, but when I take it out of the box, it's really obvious it's not a toner, but I still don't know what it is. I just typed the information that is on the outside of the box into my eBay search bar, and at first there are a lot of listed items just like this for over $60, but when I click over to solds, absolutely none have sold, so I do not pick this up. I'll look that one up too. I thought this vase looked really different, and I flip it over just to see if maybe there's a sticker on the bottom, and I can see a little bit where it says L right. So I plugged that into eBay, and there are a ton listed, hardly any have sold. I do a Google image of this vase and nothing comes up. At this point, I've looked everything up, and now I start putting items back. So like I had said, that one was a definite put back, and so are these beauty products. So that soap, that was a shower bomb, not worth anything. And that black eyeliner had absolutely no resale value. Now the stapler, even for 50 cents, it only sells for about $5 and there's just way too many listed. The only reason I am buying those two eyeliners is because I sell a lot of cosmetics. So I have a lot of people who will buy multiple items from me, and they were both only priced at 50 cents. So I'm gonna list them both for $8. This teapot was really cute. It wasn't marked. I did a Google image and nothing came up on it. At least no solds. Now this is all an experiment for me. These were priced really cheap and I'm always trying to look for more markets to sell in, and this is something that I feel like I can find a lot of. There are a ton of Habitat for Humanity stores in my area. That first set of 3, I paid 99 cents each for those, and I plan to list them for $25 or best offer. And then this one right here was only $1.99. I think it might have been the half off color too. And this one I'm gonna list for $30 plus shipping. Out of all of the light covers, this one right here was very distinct. So I was able to find something on Google with that, and that one was not worth picking up. This clear globe was only 99 cents, and this one I think I'm gonna list for around $22 or best offer. I do check all of these over for any chips, especially around the area where you insert these into either some type of ceiling fan or light fixture. More times than none, that's where you'll find chips or cracks. I'm gonna go ahead and pick these ones up as well. I feel like because there's 3, they're only 99 cents a piece. Even if I only sell them for 27, still a good buy. They were putting items out as I was shopping, so I do one more loop around, and I'm so glad I did. I found this percolator, and this one I paid $7.99 for it. It's in super good condition, already tested it, and it works. So I'm gonna ask $55 or best offer. I had put this picture frame in my cart hoping that it was sterling, but after a little bit of research, it's just sterling plated. So I went ahead and put this back. They were asking $2.99 for this, and this brand has a really low sell-through rate. And speaking of low sell-through rates, Osgood Marley has a very low sell-through rate as well, but this handbag is brand new and it's only $9.99. It's also a crossbody, which is one of their more popular styles. So I go ahead and pick this up, and I think I'm gonna get it listed for somewhere around $55 or best offer plus shipping. So it's really rare to find Hallmark ornaments that are worth too much. These ones caught my eye because they light up, and I've sold some ornaments in the past that light up, but they also move. So what I did is I just lined all of these up. I opened up my Google app and I took a picture of each of them in my Google app, and then the first thing that pops up, it'll show you how much they're listed for on eBay, Etsy, wherever they are listed. And none of them popped up anything that was listed for over $12 except for this one and then this one. And so what I did was I took this name and I went ahead and took the time, plugged it into eBay, but absolutely none of these are selling. So I am passing on all of these keepsake churches. Okay guys, I looked through all of this stuff and I didn't see anything except for maybe this goodie Bunn spiral. I've never seen one of those before. It's dated 2010, so I'm gonna look into that. And I'm gonna look this up. I think I've looked up this brand before. What is this? This is a moisturizing eye cream. I'll look this up as well. And then I've never heard of this brand before, but it looks cheap. I'll probably look this up too. Ardell hair building fiber for men and women, and then it looks like some type of spray that goes with it. definitely look those
So the
up.
sell-through rate was really low on those, and most of them also had free shipping, so I always calculate that into the sold price. So each of those bottles might have sold for somewhere around $5.
I know this is a no.
I always pass on British Sterling cologne.
I don't remember the colors that are on sale either. I always forget. Usually I take a picture, but I did not take a picture today. This looks like an Amazon product. It's half gone. Okay, so 5 sold, 30 listed. So that is definitely a no. This one, there were quite a few listed. Absolutely none have sold. So that one's a no. This one is a no as well. I don't even remember the sell-through rate, but it was bad, like very bad. And then I found these right before after I turned the camera off, and they're only $5.05, but they're only selling for like $15, and sell-through rate is really low, so putting those back as well. So we're back to an empty cart, and I'm hoping to find something in this aisle. This is like usually my go-to aisle, and I think last time I was here I didn't find anything in this aisle as well. Okay, you guys, so I had a feeling that these were a Bolo. I looked them up. There's a whole bunch listed for a really high price, but none have sold in the last 90 days. So I checked Peak, and it looks like 2 have sold in the last year, and they've sold for around $37. So everybody has them priced way too high. That's why they have not sold. So I'm going to go ahead and pick these up. Now, these ones, I feel like even if they don't work, just the rollers will sell. Usually these jumbo rollers, because especially a set like this, because there's only 5, people want more of the rollers so that they can start putting some in their hair and then put new ones to start heating up. So I'm definitely going to pick that up, even though the sell-through rate looks horrible. I'm just going to price mine correctly. Some people have these listed for $75, $50, $48. So I'm going to buy this. I'm going to list mine for $37.99 or best offer.
In my experience, it's really rare to find this much wallpaper in the same pattern at one store. I do buy all of this. I pay $9 for it, and I check it out on eBay, and there is some currently listed. Now, this listing is for 6 rolls, which I have. They want $425, and 18 people are watching.
Okay guys, so like the light fixtures from the last thrift store, this one is going to be an experiment as well. With 18 watchers, I feel like maybe these would sell.
Water purifiers are definitely something that I keep an eye out for. Now, I have never seen one that is Bluetooth, so that is what caught my eye. This one was only $7.99. I'm going to list mine for $80 or best offer. I can't return anything to Salvation Army, but this is only $7.99, and I figure if it does not work, I will be able to part it out. At first, I couldn't tell if this was new or used. It's in really great condition, but you can see a little bit of buildup there at the bottom, so this is definitely in used condition. It's so much easier for me if I talk while I'm shopping, but this store was so quiet. I did not want to be the weirdo talking to myself at the thrift store. I was going to look this coffee pot up, but for $13, I just don't want to take the chance on that one because that carafe, I'm not too sure if it'll sell by itself to get my money back, so I don't pick that one up. And then I do look at that crock pot, but it's super nasty. Now, I thought these were cool, but the 4 set of these sell for $20, and they wanted 8 for 2. I'm trying to scoop up all the Halloween decorations I can find right now. These were priced at 2 for $5.99, and I'm going to list them for $30 or best offer. And how crazy, I found some of these in my last video on Tuesday, and I'm going to go ahead and throw these in with those and make a bigger lot. These curlers have a very low sell-through rate, and they don't sell for very much. That Victoria's Secret perfume is brand new, still sealed. I purchased it for $14.99. It sells for around $55, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to sell it or if my daughter is going to keep it. Someone does come over to help me, and I look at a lot of the stuff inside of the showcase, but I really didn't see too much. I did purchase that white Estee Lauder lipstick off to the left. I believe the color is called Pink Parfait. It sells for $20. I paid $2. I'd say $20 to $25 is the average selling price for me for the Estee Lauder lipsticks. I definitely should not have grabbed this item. It's so weird how sometimes you look something up in the store and you see a certain type of comp, and then when you get home, you see something completely different. Okay, you guys, low sell-through rate, but I am getting these two, and then I got the Victoria's Secret perfume. I have no idea what that sells for. I'm paying $14.99 for it. I'm not going to look it up. It's sealed. I would think it's going to sell for more than $14.99. And then I picked up a Estee Lauder lipstick and blush, and that was it. This is the first time I bought anything from this store in a very, very, very long time. Okay, so this item looked different. You can see like the little cage looking thing. Really cool design. No marking on the bottom. So I Google imaged it, and this is really cool too. Anyways, I Google imaged it, got a name, plugged it into eBay, some listed, nothing sold. So passing on that, this looks like a little butter churner. I've sold this coffee pot before, but this one is kind of scratched up and the condition just is not the best. So based off of that, I do not pick this one up. Okay, I just looked this up, and yellow is the half off color as well, so this is definitely worth it. The sucker is heavy. Even if it doesn't work, I can sell that for parts and make good money. I'm gonna pass on this one. It's a little too scratched up. This one's half off as well. So I dig a little bit longer in this store, and then I end up calling it a day. I do have two other stores that I could have went to this day, but I didn't. I had a lot of other stuff I wanted to get done. This was such a great day thrifting. I found so many items, and I spent a little less than $200 the entire day. So definitely some great pickups. I should make quite a bit of money off of all of these items. Now, the Bunn coffee pot, I noticed when I started comping it, the more drawers that it has, which are the little insert things, I honestly have no idea. I just know based off of what I had seen on the solds, the more drawers it has, the more money it is worth. Now, since mine has all four of them, and I know one of them has, one of the drawers is like a Keurig drawer, so you can put a Keurig cup in there. And then the others, I have no idea. I haven't even looked at that item. My daughter drafts almost all of my listings for me. So once I buy the item, I really don't look at it again until it sells. So she drafts about 90% of my listings for me. She gets all the information in there. I just add the shipping, and then I look over what she did, and then I will list the item. Now, sometimes she will forget to take a certain type of picture for a certain type of item, and I will have to go back in, I'll go ahead and post the item without that picture, but then I'll have to go back in and add a picture or add a little bit of information. And she honestly has only been working about 10 hours a week, if that, for me over the summer. And I pay her hourly, and I give her a 15% commission. Anything that she drafts that sells, she gets 15% of the profit. So she's done pretty good, only working super part-time because of that commission. Something else that I wanted to touch on in this video, because I kind of just like brushed over it, was that Garnier Fructis. So don't pass up on drugstore brands. Drugstore brands can sell for some very, very good money. I don't know why I decided to look that up. I do know that Garnier Fructis does discontinue their products quite often. And there's also a mousse in there that I don't show because, again, that's something that I have shared in my Bolo group. People pay to be a part of those groups. So anything that I share in those groups, I don't share on my YouTube videos. I still give you guys a ton of information. It's just certain stuff I don't feel right sharing because people have paid for that information. Okay guys, this video is long enough, so I am going to wrap this up. I have 7 estate sales that I plan to stop at today. I don't know if I'm going to make it to all of them. And then tomorrow I have 3 on my agenda. My daughter has a volleyball tournament 2 hours away from home. So I'm hoping that the tournament will be over early enough that on my way home I can hit up 2 or 3 estate sales. So it's kind of on the fence. We will see. So I will definitely have some great videos out for you guys next week. And then on Sunday, I am going to post a flatware video, just a little educational video, giving you guys some information on the type of flatware that I sell and what I look for, what I pick up, what sells, what doesn't sell, how I list it, how I determine its value, that type of information. So keep an eye out for that on Sunday. What time? I'm not too sure, but it will come out sometime on Sunday. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you on my next video on Sunday.